Hi there, Lynn Blake here at Cuscuilla, August the 27th, 2014. We're going to explore maybe the most misunderstood concept in certainly the golfing machine, which is the flat left wrist. Let's talk about that for a second. The flat left wrist visually is important as you go through the ball because it indicates that you've kept the left arm and the club shaft in line. If the wrist makes a horizontal motion, then the club swings out of line with the left arm, right in here. You've got a new low point opposite the wrist as opposed to opposite the shoulder. Rhythm, everything going around together has been disrupted. All right, that is a very disruptive, unproductive wrist bend. Well, there's another kind of wrist bend. And it's a wrist bend that you get when you put your left hand slightly over the top of the club, which is a normal way to grip the club. Left hand going down the right hand side of the shaft, V going at the right shoulder, or somewhere close to it, right ear, right shoulder, and looking down and seeing half the back of the left hand. Now, when you keep the club shaft in line with this left arm, which is the principle, shaft and club and left arm in line together, now when you cock that left wrist, notice that the wrist bends. I don't know if the camera angle can pick that up. Come on in close and let's just take a look. Right here. And that wrist bend is there because I'm keeping the shaft in line with the left arm. It's the result of a perpendicular motion. It is not the result of a horizontal motion. A horizontal motion puts the club out of line with the shaft. A perpendicular motion keeps it in line with the shaft. And if you've got your left hand over the top of the club, that wrist is going to bend. But that's what it should do. Now, if you're Freddie Couples, it bends a lot. And it looks like this at the top. If you're Johnny Miller with your left hand very vertical in here, the thumb almost down the top, then it doesn't look like much bend at all. So turn well on the club, a lot of bend. Billy Casper, David Duval, Paul Azinger, you can name the names. Over here, very little. So left wrist bending coming out of the swing. The left wrist is recocked and it's rolled to plane, so you see the back of the left hand. It shouldn't be like this. Look at that club face, all turned around. There, perfectly in line here. So the wrist is recocked and rolled to plane. And that's the way it should look as you come out. So these are important concepts. Wrist bend, it's bad if it's a horizontal motion. It's golfing perfection if it's a vertical motion.